Hey y'all, Mark Davis here. We've got James Vaughn, and he was wanted to ask a few questions that the membership has come to him with.
Yeah, absolutely. Mark, I think the family wants to get to know you a little bit. You've declared your candidacy for business manager, and a lot of what I'm hearing is that people want to get to know you. They want to
Yeah,
hear what you have to say about the tough questions. You've given a lot of good information on what you think could be changed, and I think the same questions that are getting asked the current business manager would be appropriate to ask from you now, don't you think?
absolutely. And I'll uh, I'll tackle whatever questions you have, and some of it inevitably I won't have an answer for. There are so many things that I don't know, about moving into a new position like that, and it's that old saying, you don't know what you don't know, and but if I don't know, I'll get the right people to help me know or help me, work through it. And if I don't know, I won't bullshit you.
Yeah, well, thank you for your candor. I think the very first one in our time of high unemployment is what's your take on if Book Two should be working in the local at this time? What can you do to just let the Book Ones that are here from Local 46 know that you got their back, their best interest at heart?
Yeah, I've been asking about that a little bit. I've asked our president, what can we do about Book Two's working within Local 46 right now, with our high unemployment, and can we, if a business manager wanted to ask the Book Twos to go home, how would he go about that? And basically, Warren's our president, told me that if we tried to ask them to go home or tried to force them to go home, go to their home local, that we would run into federal labor laws and we would lose. So I haven't looked into it much further in official capacity. It's just me trying to put together a plan, try to address it directly, because that is how I like to address things, just as directly as possible, and with no fluff. Another idea I had was that within the IBEW, locals can ask their members to come home. And if you're working abroad and we have a shortage of membership at home during a boom, we can reach out to those members and say, look, we need you to come home and fill these positions. And so if we have, say, members from Boise right now that are working in Seattle local 46, because the wage is higher, right? For instance, and maybe they've put down some roots but haven't changed their tickets. They took a call as a Book Two. The Boise local can still ask them to come home, and reaching out to the administration there, and or these other locals, I think would be a viable option to say, can you lean on these members, because our members are hurting right now,
Yeah.
and we have 1,000 members out of work on the wire books. I think we're close to 100 on the LE books, to my knowledge, and then our residential books are stacked up also. So being able to put our members to work close to home is one of my highest priorities.